Hi, people. Yes. It's happening right now. It's happening live right now. Okay, so today we'll be talking about. Good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. So today we'll be talking about my experience as a first-time mom and also being an entrepreneur. How I was able to cope, and I'm still coping, right? Yeah, so I've not gotten the all the secrets yet, but I'm in the process. So good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. I'm super excited to be on a live session with each and every one of you, and trust me, it's going to be an amazing one. All right. Okay, so let's dive right in. Okay. All right. So I'll start with my pregnancy journey, how it was, and the rest. Oh, good evening, Esther. Good to have you here. Good evening. Nice. Okay. All right. So I'll start with my journey. It was an amazing one, and imagine waking up to realizing that you're pregnant. Aside being pregnant, you're now pregnant from you're pregnant with twins. I didn't know the sex then, so I just knew I was pregnant with twins. But then again, how was the journey? Journey for me, as in, I was expecting that since it was a twin pregnancy, it was going to be a tough one. Probably, but then again, let me not tell you what I was thinking. Let me tell you what it was. So I didn't have symptoms. I was not throwing up. I was not spitting. I was not anything you can imagine with pregnancy symptoms. I did not have any of them. Hi, Joy from Dubai. Good to have you here. Hi, Queen from India. Good to have you here. I'm super excited to be on a live session with each and every one of you. So as I was saying, I didn't have any symptoms, no throwing up, nothing. It was just easy breezy, trust me, till the end of my pregnancy. I didn't even have craving. No craving. Maybe craving was, let's be that I wanted to take something, but I didn't have that, all those deep excess craving where if you don't have it, you can't do without it. Nah. I didn't have anything of that, anything like that. And in my 7 months of being pregnant, there was no stretch mark in my tongue. But when it was the 7th month, oh my goodness, I started seeing traces. That's why the fact that I was using shea butter, I was using some other products that could help moisturize my skin while I was becoming bigger. Imagine, I carried very big, and my babies were 3.9 at, did I say 3.9? Oh, sorry, 2.9 at birth. Yes, they were big babies for twin pregnancy. Yes, 2.9 each of them. And carrying heavy, I was surprised that I had to start seeing stretch mark on my tummy at almost month 8. Yes, that's when I started seeing. But of course, I quickly took care of myself so that we don't have tiger marks. But then again, you can't help it. Okay, so how I wrote down key points so I don't drift away with my pregnancy story and how business was. Of course, when I started becoming heavy, my business slowed down. I was not going to the office anymore. I was just running business from home. Yes, thank God for the business I do. Yes, I was running business from home, and when it was almost time for me to put to bed, my doctor, thanks to her, she said, okay, since it's the first pregnancy and they don't know how I was going to dilate, that it was going to be a CS. I was thinking I was going to be an Hebrew woman, push the first baby, push the second baby. But then again, there's nothing like a Hebrew woman. No, go and read your Bible very, very well. The women then lied to the king to cover up for the Israelites, the Hebrew women, that they were strong at birth, so that they could not kill their children. Read your Bible very well. So don't allow anybody to deceive you by using the terms Hebrew woman. Okay, so my doctor said, okay, it has to be a CS pregnancy, and we're to choose select a date. So it was a selective CS. Myself and hubby selected the date and packed our bags. Well, as if we're traveling. I packed my bags and we're at the hospital. We got to the hospital like around 7. They told me not to eat from 3 a.m. in the night. That's when I should stop eating and drinking water, as at 3 a.m. Yes. That was how it was. I got to the hospital quite early, 7 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock I was in the hospital. We did our paperwork, and as about okay, they showed me my room. As about 11, I was wheeled to the theater. Oh my goodness, I was scared. I was scared. Yes. I was like, oh my God, would I come out alive? Would my babies come out alive? No, it was an amazing journey, but it was not easy. Yeah. So at about almost 35 minutes, 40 minutes, I was wheeled back out. Okay, before about 30 minutes, I was not sure about the time, but in about 30 minutes, baby 1 came, baby 2 came, and of course they stitched me up. I spent about 45 minutes in the theater because I looked at the time when I was wheeled in, and I looked at the time when I was wheeled out. So about 45 minutes in the theater, and so I had my babies. Luckily for me, Momsi relocated down to Abuja, so of course she came into the house for Mugo, stayed with me 3 months. But then those 3 months, as a new mom. Okay, and the good thing about this is that my mom is also a twin mother, so it was very easy. Did you guys get what I said? Okay, my mom also had twins, so it was easy for her to just pass down the knowledge she already knew, in terms of making sure that their foods are ready, making sure that their necessary items are very close to you. It's not when baby starts crying, you start making their food. Once you just hear that noise like that, immediately you just give them what they want. And of course, I was expressing milk. I was also giving them formula. I didn't do baby friendly. I will not lie to you. I did not do baby friendly. Okay, so fast forward into 2 months into after giving birth, a colleague of mine reached out to the partners and said he was going to launch his car, and I went out to celebrate him, being around my colleagues, my friends, my mentors, my leaders. I was super excited. I said, okay, you know what? I think it's about time I get back to work. But then I can't just pick up my bags and just leave the house like that. I now have 2 responsibilities to always go around with me. My mom called them, you now have a trailer load anywhere you go. Okay, so that happened, but then that was what made me start thinking of, okay, no, I now need to get back to work. After 2 months, and then I had to get back to work. Okay, what do I need to do? So I want to give you guys point to point so that we have the full knowledge. All right. Okay, so after 2 months, I told myself, okay, I needed to go back to work. I knew my life had changed. I knew that, okay, things were not going to be as the same. And the kind of business I do, I get to travel from one state to another, from one country to another. But this time around, I had to pre-plan myself, as in weeks ahead. I can't just pick up my bag and say, okay, I'm going to this location, I'm going to mentor people in this location, I'm going for training in this location. I couldn't do that anymore, so I had to plan my days. I was like, okay, since I was going to start work, what should I do differently? Luckily for me, thank God for, I would not take God away from this. I got knowledge. While at home, I started going for courses. So that was when I went for my first, I did my life coaching course, I did my neuro-linguistic programming course, I did my emotional, so you can imagine, while I was at home breastfeeding, taking care of babies, I was also studying and growing. I was growing in knowledge. I was self-developing myself while at it. I didn't use that as an opportunity to relax and not grow, since I couldn't run my business immediately, right? Okay, so that was what I did, and I said, okay, I need to approach things differently. So I reached out to a couple of mothers in my industry, and I asked them, I said, okay, how did you get back to work? How did you do it? How did you just snatch back? Of course, we all have different bodies, don't get it wrong. It might take a long while. I carried big, so I'm still in the process of snatching back, so but I said like, okay, how do you guys do it? And for a couple of us that are here, you would know, I wanted to mention names, but let me make it private. So I reached out to one of my mentors, and she said, you know what, this was what I did. I set out challenges, and I took her advice, and I told myself, okay, I needed to do something different. I needed to stabilize my business in the social space. I needed to take advantage of the social space since I could not travel anywhere. And I know that, okay, I could mentor a lot of people just speaking with my phone. I could just take advantage of the social media space, and that was what bet about Gain Growth Hub. I said, okay, let's do this differently. Let's take this business online. Let's take it on social media, so people can, if I cannot move to your location, at least my video, my websites, my knowledge can get to you without me coming to you, right? So that was it for me, and that was when I launched out the website, and I wrote a book, How Mom Earn From Home. If you have not read that book, go to the website now, download the book and read. Download the book and read. So because I needed to share this knowledge, because I was thinking, I said, how are people coping? As in, some people, they don't pay them salaries in that space of staying at home. So how do they make money? I can imagine buying Pampers, buying baby milk. Oh my goodness. Motherhood. They did not tell us the truth though. People don't talk about motherhood. They just say, don't worry, when you get there, you experience your own. In the times like, they say that so that you don't get discouraged. But I think a lot of people need to start speaking and talking about motherhood, and how motherhood alone is a full-time job on its own. And you now say you want to be an entrepreneur. Again, this is aside being a wife. So that's how I launched my first book, how women earn from home, how mothers can earn from home. And I launched out the Gain Growth Hub website and platform to reach out to each and every one of you wherever you are. Location is not can't hinder us, since we all have a phone, all right, and we all have internet. So one of the things I mentioned that helped me was that I got mentorship. That gave me clarity that, okay, this was how my mentor did it when she put to bed, and this was how she was able to bounce back to business. Okay, I started taking those steps. I started putting in my business. Before you know it, of course, the boys were growing. I started taking them to the office. I remember I said, thank God for the kind of business I do. I take them to my office space. If for those who have been following me for a while, you know that, okay, my babies have one corner. They have their own office in my office, where they take care of themselves, they play, and the rest. Thanks to this business I do. For those who are asking what business, yes, I'm into a direct sales business. If you want to know more about this, just go to the website. All the information is there on the website. So as I was saying, I was able to get mentorship, I was able to get coaching, and that's why I'm reaching out to each and every one of us today. That it's very, very important we get coaching. It's very, very important we get mentorship. Another thing I forgot to mention, of course, after 3 months, Mom still left, but she left to her own house, to her own house. Yes, so our office, exactly. So Mom still went to she went back to her own house, and I had to deal with the boys and take up responsibilities from there. So I had to hire a nanny, and the nanny's agreement was for her to come in for 1 year, of which for 1 year she was fantastic, she was good. As in, I felt her impact. After 1 year, of course, the agreement was that after 1 year, if she would stay more, of course, she'll stay another year. She said she was going to stay another year, but her family started calling her, and told her she needed to come back and the rest. And of course, I lost my first nanny. That was when the real trouble of motherhood came. I was not trying to get the next help to come, trying to get the next nanny to come. Some will come. Before you know it, 1 week, they say, my father said I should come back. You have to go. I'll come. One says, no, that the house is too big. That they cannot cope, that they are scared. I'm like, very, very, very. I'm like, didn't you see all this before you came to work for me? I think you saw all this now. It's not very, very flimsy excuses. And that was how for a month, no help, unfortunately, no secretary. So imagine running the home, running my business, no assistant. Omo. I thank God I had sisters. Oh, my sisters now came in and they stayed with me, so they helped. Oh my goodness. So they helped in taking care of the twins, and of course helped me along till finally about last week. Last week I now got a help. So yes, at least things are getting back to normal. I'm trying to put this new nanny through so that she could understand, okay, how I run business, how to take care of the babies, how to feed them and the rest. And that's how I'm gradually bouncing back into business. I would not tell you I've bounced back fully. Let me even talk about another thing. I've not been sleeping well. Once you're a mother, forget sleep. You cannot sleep like how you used to sleep before. It's a different thing. You can't sleep like how you used to sleep before. All right, because babies will wake up to cry for their food, or maybe their pampers is wet. You have to change them, and unfortunately for me, the boys don't wake up at the same time. Zaya will wake up maybe 30 minutes before Zayn will wake up, and maybe they're crying to eat. So I feed Zaya first, then later I feed Zayn. So imagine sleeping for 30 minutes interval, and baby 2 wakes up, of course, to feed. Then you sleep for the next 1 hour, and baby 1 wakes up because his pampers is wet. So you change baby 1. Before you know it, baby 2 is waking. Oh my goodness. Baby 2 is waking up because you need to change pampers again. So I get to wake up roughly 4 to 6 times in the night. Wow. Yes. It was no. Motherhood. If you know any mother around you, please appreciate her. Please send her an appreciative message. You're doing a great job. I might not say this often, but I see how you're handling things. I see how you're coping. I see how you're just appreciate any mother around you. Appreciate your mom, appreciate your sister, appreciate every mother around you. It's an amazing journey, trust me. Really an amazing journey. So lastly, before I go, I would like to leave an encouraging message. Thank you. Yes. He said, when God blesses you, he strengthens you and gives you enough knowledge for you to enjoy that blessing. Of course. So I want to leave us with few words as I round up this life, all right? So what am I saying? I wrote it down because I wanted the words to pierce into our mind, into our thoughts, into us, yeah? I believe women can truly wear every single hat. Whatever hat you want to wear, as a woman, you can wear it. I was raised by an incredible mother, yes. And through her success story, I was able to pick up a lot of things. I was able to know I could become more. I was able to know I could do everything I wanted to do. I was able to know that I could set myself and achieve everything I wanted to achieve. And I am so grateful for having my mom in my life. Yes, I told you guys, go and send an appreciative message to every woman that you know. So I'm starting here with my mom. All right. Okay. So and the most important thing is that one of the most successful people, if you check, a lot of women are successful in their field, despite the hustle and bustle of being a mom, despite the hustle and bustle of being a boss, despite the hustle as in of being a wife, having all those hats and still succeeding and still becoming more and still becoming financially secured and still supporting their family, their present family, their distant family, their extensive family, their family in total. Before I speak the English and bite my tongue. All right. Yes. So you can be an amazing mom. You can be an amazing wife. You can be an amazing boss. You can be everything that you want to be. You can be the role model to the next child, to the next girl child around you. Yes, you can. So do what you know how to do best. Do not beat yourself. Trust me, you're doing amazingly well. You are doing amazingly well. And I want you to become the role model a lot of people will look up to and say, yes, because she was able to achieve this, because she was able to be an amazing wife, because she was able to be an amazing mother, because she was able to be an amazing boss, I can also be an amazing boss. I can also be an amazing mother. Do you get that? And don't forget, lastly, don't forget to take care of yourself. Once in a while, go out, have dinner, go out with friends, go on vacations, go to the spa, get treated right, all right? Don't forget to take care of yourself. All right, guys, till our next live session, I'll be leaving you guys to, don't forget to go to the website and get a copy of How Mom Earned From Home. How Mom Earned From Home. Get a copy of that. And if you want to know more about my direct sale business, go to the link, go to the link in bio and click on the secrets. You get more information on my direct sale business. All right. Till our next live session. Bye, guys. Do we have any questions? Do we have any concern? How are you coping as a mom? Do you want to share so I could read out to everyone? Because I can see we're still here. Okay. Ma, did your business suffer? Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, my business suffered a little. Yes, it suffered, yes. My income dropped. Yes. Yes, my income dropped. Yes. So the question was, hello ma, did your business suffer any little setback due to taking care of the kids? My income dropped and yes, that was the basic, that was how I just knew that, okay, yes, something was happening. But the beautiful thing about what I do is that I was still making money in 8 figures. I was still making a substantial income flow. Yes. To the extent that when my mom was going home after Omugo, I bought her a brand new car, telling her, thank you, mommy, for staying with me for the past 3 months, for leaving everything you needed to do to stay with me. Thanks to the kind of business I do, I was still making money, but my income dropped, all right? Thank you, ma. Your story was really, really powerful and helpful. Thank you so much, Esther, for being in live session with me. All right, thank you so much, Francisca. Thank you. Do we have any question? Do we have any question? In the absence of no question, see you guys in our next live session, all right? Stay tuned on our page. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Plenty juicy information, self-development going on there, right? All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.